Hello fams, welcome to my channel. My name is Sulis Ojotile. If you've seen this channel for the first time, you've seen this girl for the first time, please hit the subscribe button. Don't just hit it, turn on the notification bell so that when I post a new video, you always get a notification, okay? So let's get started into the video of the day. So today something really prompted me to make this video, and that's the event that has been happening in the past week in the Big Brother Naija house. Now, if you've been following the show, you know that there are so many interesting things that have been going on in the show, but one caught my attention and I want to talk about it. Now, so many people condemn the show and all, but you see me, I know there's always something to learn from something, so I always look at this other angle. One thing I like about the show is the fact that it brings different personality for me to dissect. It brings different kind of people. It shows me life from people's perspective. You know, many of us grew in a place where we are so enclosed with our family, with our friends, and the cycle of our life is just revolves around what we know, people we see every day, and the friends that we've been with all the time. Some of you went to the university, you never stayed in the hostel, so there was not really an opportunity for you to see other people's point of view, other people's aspects to life, perspectives to life, and things that's really happening in the world. So this show, you know, helps in that area. It gives you a view to people's life, how other people see things, how other people behave and all. And that is the reason I'm making this video, because one particular event has captured my attention, and I want to talk about it because we are not really pay attention to it. So I want to speak about it to bring your attention to it. So for the sake of people who have not been following the show, I'll give you a breakdown of what Big Brother is and the event that's been happening. So Big Brother Naija is a reality TV show that happens in Nigeria, and it brings like different housemates and personality to the house to compete for 90 million naira and other lots of prizes. But it's not just about competing to win. You get to stay in this house where there's no phone, where there's nothing to keep you busy, just the task and the people around. So you are forced to know people, you are forced to talk to people, and you are forced to live without your phone. Interesting. Forced to live without your phone. Okay, so living without phone, living without all these things that maybe you do on normal day life, to cover up for your grudge, to cover up for your personal issues, to cover up for everything that you're to cover up from your personal struggle. These things are taken away, so it forces you to bring out that person that is in you. It forces this part of you that maybe you don't even know exists. So that is what has been happening. Okay, so there's this personality in the house called Angel, and then this girl walked into the house, and the first story she told was that she has dropped out of school severally, that she went to Unilag. She got admission to Unilag, she was in school, but she wasn't going to school, and then soon she dropped out of school. She said the school she went to, she was being pressurized to study, and studying wasn't really her thing, so she was failing, and then she didn't really finish. And then see her mates now, they are doing well, they are doing okay, and she's feeling so bad. She also said that she has battled self-harm since she was 14, so she has been depressed and all. And yesterday she couldn't take it anymore. Yesterday was the height of it. There was this purgation of emotion that happened. She broke down, she was crying. You know, at first she was feeling like, you know, she has gone past all these things, you know, and all. She's trying to cover up. She's trying to cover up the pain that she's feeling in such a way that she's doing as if she's strong or something, but there's this pain inside of her that she's so feeling, and yesterday she couldn't hold it anymore. She broke down.
And I mean, this morning I woke up and, you know, when I first got here, I genuinely thought I felt happy, and I do, because I wanted this. But then in the grand scheme of things, I thought about it and I'm like, I thought this would take a significant chunk load of the pain that I feel. Yeah. I wake up every morning and there's just that nagging pain there still. I thought it would reduce, but
Now, that is where me I want to start from. You know, when you look beyond the girl, when you look beyond what you judge her for, when you look beyond what you see, you can see that that girl is suffering a lot. She is passing through a lot of things. And I like that she's being represented in that house because it makes us to see that life ordinarily is not rosy for many people. Life ordinarily is a struggle that we all are trying to pass through. And then trying to find your balance, trying to find your way out, trying to settle in, trying to feel like it's working for you sometimes is difficult because life itself, it's a whole lot of struggle, and then we are different people with different personality, and some people can't handle it. And that's what brings us to mental health. A lot of times we do not pay attention to mental health. It is whenever someone is sick, seriously ill, where the person needs immediate medical attention, blood transfusion, or surgery of any kind. That is when we know that somebody is ill. We don't pay attention to mental health. We don't feel like people can get sick without being sick on the bed. Now, our elastic limit as individual is different. Our elastic limit is different. What you can take, I can't take it. What another person can take, I can't take it. And that's why we have to pay attention to ourselves. We have to pay attention to other people in the society to know that what you can take as an individual, they can't take. Now, the way life is designed for so much. There's this routine, there's this a timeline that has been designed for life. This is what you're supposed to do at this age. This is what you're supposed to do at this age. So if you're not a graduate at 21, you are a failure. If you're not married at 25, you're a failure. If you don't have a stable job at so age, you're a failure. If you don't do it, you are a failure. And then we complicate things by making people think they are failures when they don't do some things at some particular time. And then social media and the internet complicate the whole thing for us, that people are being pressurized. People face a lot of pressure to do one or two things at a particular time, not remembering that there are some people who didn't get to do it at that time, but it didn't mean they didn't get to do it at all. They didn't get it right at a particular time, but it doesn't mean that they didn't get it right at all. Now, this video is to create an awareness, mental health awareness, and then it's also to talk to you as an individual to pay attention to what's happening in the society, pay attention to that neighbor of yours, pay attention to other people that surround you, and try to help them in a way instead of complicating things for them. So many people are battling through depression, so many people are contemplating suicide, and you are trying to enforce one or two life routine on them without even knowing how they feel. Is you complicating things for them. And I want you to take notes. I want to call your attention to it so that you know that by doing this, you're not helping the person. So all this being said, always try to put your mental health in check, and do not try to complicate things with people who are looking for how to find their balance in life, okay? So I'll give one or two tips that you can use in keeping yourself in check. So one way to take care of your mental health is to talk to people. Talk to people that you can confide in. If you can talk to a therapist, fine. But if you can't get a therapist, especially in this region where we don't even pay attention to therapist and all of that. If you can't talk to a therapist, you should always try to confide in someone. Speak out about how you're feeling, speak out about the pains that you feel, speak out about things that's disturbing you. Try to confide in somebody, because when you speak out, when you talk about it, you feel better, even if it's not like there's an immediate solution, but it's a way of lifting those burden off you. It's a way of relieving those burden off you. So if you feel any kind of way, if you feel you're not okay, you feel pressure, you feel all that, you should always look for someone to talk to. And secondly, do not pressurize yourself. Do not put yourself under pressure. Do this at this time, do this at this time. No, if you don't do it, no, please don't put yourself on that voyage. I've told people severally, stop telling me to do this because you are trying to enforce your routine on me. Do you know what me I've planned for that age? You said I should do this at this age. Do you know, did you ask me what I have planned for that age? Please don't put me on routine. I have my own routine planned out, so please, thank you, hold your routine and plan it out for your life. If do not allow anyone to pressurize you. Seriously, that's where it starts from. It starts, some of them through jokes and all. They put it all in your head, and when you go back to go and sleep in the night, you reminisce, you try to remember everything they told you during the day, and boom, you're falling under depression because it didn't work for you at that time. Please do not put yourself under that kind of pressure. Do not even hear it. Try as much as possible to cut yourself off people who are pushing you too hard, who you feel are not helping you. Okay, so try as much as possible to tell yourself that you are going to get it right and you are going to do it at your own time, and when your time comes, don't try to put yourself under stress and in comparison with your mates. So Angel in that house is just a representation. She's just like one in thousands of people. So if you look at her very well, you will see that what she's passing through, many people can relate. I saw several people's comments and they could relate with whatever she was feeling. So try as much as possible to talk to people. Pay attention to your mental health. It is very necessary. It is very paramount. Okay, so I hope this video was helpful. If it was, please give this video a thumbs up and turn on the notification. Also subscribe to my channel. See you again in my next video. Bye.